So have you ever taken a gender sexuality class or feminist/women's course?
No.
Yes, I took a women's literature class.
So have you ever taken a gender and sexuality class, feminist or women's course?
I have not.
I'm in your class. She is in the class. Okay.
No.
In the past. You haven't?
I have not ever taken a gender sexuality class. Fortunately, no.
So are you aware of what the gender binary is?
No.
No? Okay, so the gender binary is basically society's way of splitting the two genders. Females are feminine, men are masculine. That's basically what it is. It's kind of cutting off the idea that anyone can deviate from like any of the two genders. Do you know what the gender binary is?
Not really.
I feel like I should know this.
From what I understand, it's like that gender is not just two, like, male and female or even like that. It's like a spectrum of identity, and people can identify as both, neither different ways like that, or they can make up their own identity. There it is.
Yes.
I am not aware of it.
Yeah, kind of like one like man, woman, or male, female, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Like for binary.
Right.
Gender binary, where it's like male, female only?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's aware of the gender binary.
Mhm.
Do you personally believe you conform to the gender binary? Now that you know this, you do.
Not really.
Or
Yeah, I would argue. Yeah, I'm very feminine.
me, yes. I don't believe everyone does, but I personally do.
I believe that the gender binary exists as well as like gender non-binary, where like there are people who can identify like purely male or purely man, purely woman, purely female, as well as people who find their own identities as they grow up, and that would be part of like gender non-conforming or non-binary.
I do agree with binary. What is it?
Gender.
Yeah,
binary.
gender, but to a certain extent. But like, if you have, there's like also like special circumstances. Like meaning like if you're a transgender, well, you have the right to dress however you feel to dress like.
Now that you know, yes.
I believe that I'm a male. I don't believe that I am a mixture. Yeah.
Yeah, like physically, like you'd be bigger and stuff.
You'd be bigger,
yeah.
like
responsibilities, like generally, masculine would be like the person in the household that's like making the money, and then like feminine would be like taking care of the kids and stuff, and being staying at home doing like household chores.
Masculinity, at least for me, that's really difficult. I don't think I have a definition. I know what toxic masculinity is, but I couldn't.
You can give any examples.
I guess just like conforming overtly to like the masculine idea, like so much so that you harm, especially like women or color, and people who don't conform, especially. Femininity, I think, at least like from what I'm thinking, is that it comes mostly from like the soul. You know, like you have like a feminine energy, and like doesn't matter if you're like born female or not, but like I think like that feminine energy comes from just inside.
Masculinity, I'd say like strong, buff, you know. That's how it stereotypically is in society.
Okay.
Yeah.
And femininity?
Femininity, like, I'd say like smaller than guys are. That's how it usually is.
And how do you guys define masculinity/femininity?
I'd kind of say like it depends on how you feel as a person. Like if you feel feminine, like you express it in a way that says it to you. Like I don't really feel like there's one specific like set of rules that says this is feminine. Like if you think it's feminine or masculine, like that's your way of making it feminine or masculine.
I don't know about femininity, but for masculinity, probably like being chivalrous, opening the door, things like that.
Then I feel like masculine. When I think of masculine, I think like obviously like more muscular and like taller and bigger built, and then with women it's more like with femininity it'd be more like softer and like
It's just someone who has like probably stronger features like females. They you know, like males, they grow mustaches. Some girls, like the majority of the girls, they don't have a mustache. Unless it's like part of the cultural tradition. I respect that as well. But yeah, for the majority of like males, like they usually have like more like facial like features, like hair, you know. And females really don't. Also like males, some believe that they're stronger, but I don't believe that.
Normally, like personally, I don't have like a specific definition, but like what I see is like what like you know, like stereotypes and like what culture says, society says, and it's just mainly like masculinity is like being strong, being chivalrous, and like or sometimes it could be more negative, being aggressive and more violent, while femininity could be where they're more nurturing and caring, and the negative could be they're just kind of like walked over,
right?
Not like assertive, passive. Yeah, passive.
Masculinity, just like a buff guy that cares about how she dresses, how she looks.
I would say you can't necessarily define it in a manner where everyone will be able to like, I don't know.
Would you say it's a social construct?
Yeah, yeah, I would actually. Yeah, definitely.
So how would you personally define masculinity?
Masculinity? I think masculinity more is about being just an alpha type personality. You know, you gotta like hit the gym, you gotta like bro down, you know, and doing these things will lead to being a masculine guy, because it's what masculinity is to me. Femininity is kind of a different thing for me, because I'm not a feminine guy. I don't know, do I have many feminine qualities? But if I did, I'd be able to give you more insight.
All right, okay.
That's all I got.
To you, what's the ideal woman/man, whatever, you know?
I haven't really thought of an ideal like partner, so, or like man or woman. So.
I think just mostly being completely true to yourself. If you feel like you are completely true to yourself, you're happy the way you are, then you're perfect.
I'd just say nice.
Nice.
Just nice.
Just nice.
Yeah.
Someone who doesn't really like try to change you, someone who accepts you for like who you are.
I'm gonna go with that, yeah.
For me, I don't care about like man and woman. It's just like if you're kind to other people, other animals, just like a good person who tries to do their best no matter who you are, then you're an ideal person.
A tall, nice guy.
My major difference is like, it doesn't matter if I dress like a guy, like, but as long as I guess like I have like the female parts, I consider that as being a female, and if you have the male parts, you're a male.
So like biology/anatomy based.
Yeah.
My ideal woman would be someone who, one, is independent and can do her own thing and can be on her own. And obviously, I mean, if my ideal woman, she's gotta be like obviously cool too, gotta be beautiful and like all that. But that would be my ideal woman. And the ideal guy that I want to be, someone who works hard every day, grinds in the classroom, grinds in the gym, bros down, has fun with his guys, and still has time to give his woman the time of day, all that stuff.
For that, like, I don't know, because especially because I feel like the more you learn about the gender binary and like the spectrum and different things like that, it's like, I guess, like, how would I define myself as a woman? Like, I don't